Hey gang, time for step 6 in playing winning poker. Playing profitably on margin. Hopefully you've already joined me for the first 5 steps. Defining your purpose and strategy, valuing your hand, understanding the power of position and how to leverage it, taking the lead in the hand, and also proper technique, knowing when to bet, when to check, when to call. Well, technique, one of the specialized techniques is in step 6, and that's playing on margin. First of all, margin means on the edge of profitability. It's one of those, or many of those situations we have, which are coin flip situations or 60-40s, where we're either a favorite or a dog. We're in front of some hands but behind others, and we're not really sure how to proceed. You know, it's when you have ace 5 of clubs, ace rag, and you're a pre-flop caller from the blinds, but you're facing a pre-flop raiser and you're not sure, do they have a bigger ace or don't they? Or you have king 10 on a queen 10-3 board. You have second pair and you're against 2 opponents and you're trying to determine whether your second pair is good or not. These marginal situations, if played wrong, can cost you a lot of money, which is why a lot of players tend to avoid them altogether. But I don't agree with that strategy. Avoid is a chasm of the Grand Canyon, not an effective poker strategy. We actually have to go into these situations and learn how to play them profitably. If we don't, we kind of polarize our ranges. We either have a really good hand or we have nothing. And our opponents can attack us, and other problems that come up, like we don't get paid off when we have a good hand. So we're all going to have to play and learn how to play from marginal positions profitably. And that's what step 6 is all about. We'll go into this a lot in sessions, but just as a couple general principles, first of all, you should play it differently when you're in position as from when you're out of position. Remember the general concept that when you're in position, you want to lengthen the hand. The reason that is you want your opponent to continue to make more and more decisions when they're out of position. Whereas when you're out of position, you want to shorten the hand and make fewer decisions. So we can extrapolate out from that general concept that we should play more aggressively on margin when we're out of position and look for quicker definition and control of the pot. When we're in position, we should play more defensively and lengthen the hand. A lot of players get this backwards when they're on margin, and they raise when they're in position, and they tend to check and call when they're out of position. I would suggest a more aggressive strategy when you're out of position by donk betting leading into the pre-flop raiser, or check raising when you're out of position, whether you're the pre-flop caller or the pre-flop raiser, and that gets you a lot of early definition and can set you up early in the hand in knowing how to proceed on the turn. Whereas when you're in position and if you're bet into, you can simply call and lengthen the hand and get more definition on the turn and what your opponent does. Yet, conversely, if they check to you and they show weakness, it's often correct to bet on margin when you're in position. So those are just a couple of reminders and techniques on how to play on margin. But just this concept, this step overall, playing on margin profitably is a key and vital aspect to playing winning poker. And I suggest that you spend a lot of time in marginal situations and determining a strategy for each one of these so that you make sure that you're playing them profitably. I hope to see you on the felt or on a final table real soon.